Morning, everyone. See if people can hear me on here, but it appears this morning, about 5 a.m. Eastern time, Shane woke up and decided to talk shit about people. And I think he needs some love and attention. So, Shane, here we go, buddy. So, let me tell you something. First off, I don't give a fuck about my channel. You act like being on YouTube is end all be all. And it's not, Shane. The thing about you in real life is you don't have any friends, Shane. None. Nobody likes you. You're a lolcow. And that's why we're going to talk about lolcows. You fit the full definition. And before we get into too much definition, let's go back a little bit, Shane. So you were talking a while back, somebody had posted some information about you and showed that you used to beat your wife and put your hands on women, which should be a no-no. But your thought process and what you stated, because I try to give you the benefit of the doubt because I don't think you're highly educated. I think you're a bottom feeder. And I mean that in a nice way. I don't mean that in a mean way, but you don't beat a woman and then say, well, it happened 20 years ago, but yet here 2 years ago, you put your hand on another woman. So how many women have you actually beat, Shane? And when I think about that, which I don't know, I mean, I really don't give you a lot of thought process because you're not that important. This is your life, is YouTube. You've got nothing else. But I bet your father used to beat your mother. I'd put money on it because a lot of times that's a learned habit. You know, it's one thing if you get into an argument with your woman, but I've got video, and you could strike that too, of you and Rainbow being in a car, you crying because you didn't have a cigarette, and the woman told you that she's scared to death of you in that video. So what's your avenue when you do stuff, Shane? You dox people and you think it's funny. I guess if that's the little bit of power you think you have on YouTube is to dox people and their families and their kids and talk about the things you would do with people's kids, it's sick. It's sick. It's absolutely disgusting, Shane. And it's sad that you don't get that. But once again, I try to understand where you come from and why you're the way you are. And it's not okay, Shane. And then you want to run your mouth, you put up all these people's phone numbers and their addresses. What do you think you gain? You're a lolcow, Shane. You're no better than fucking Cyrex. Joe is actually on a better level than you are. And I dislike Joe. And you know why I dislike Joe. And Joe knows why I dislike Joe. But you try to stick your nose in it because you think you're funny. And you're really not funny, Shane. I mean, I couldn't imagine being 45 years old and not have a single friend in the world. None. What have you accomplished with your life? You've become a low cow online. You don't do anything in real life. You don't work. And you could claim your disability all you want. I don't give a shit because that doesn't matter to me. I don't live your life. If you can live on $1,200 a month, then more power to you. I feel sorry for your mom that you have to live with her in order to make ends meet and drive her car and everything. And you claim that it's both of your car. It's not both of your cars, Shane. That's her car. And you could show me the title, you could whatever you want, but your mom's the one that paid for that. You didn't buy a car on $1,200. There ain't no way. You don't have that kind of. By the time you buy your cigarettes, which let's just say you buy a carton, and that carton's $100. I don't know what it costs over there in North Carolina, and I really don't care. But that's $400 a month. And then you claim that you give money to Rainbow, which if you do or you don't. And I really don't care either. But you're not a good person, Shane. You really aren't. You're I, you don't even fall into a category that I can think of as a decent person. Your kids don't like you. I don't think your mom likes you, but she has to tolerate you. You're bigger than she is, and she's probably because I'm sure the way that you scream and yell at Rainbow in public is how you treat your mom and your sister and everybody that's in that house. I mean, I bet they feel like they're walking on eggshells. So yeah, yeah, Shane, you're a tough guy. You can traumatize your family. You could traumatize a woman that you claim is disabled. And if she is disabled, Shane, shame on you for putting your hands on her. Well, even if she was all there, it's still shame on you for putting your hands on a woman. If you want to do something like that, try putting your hands on a man. The one time on live stream that you almost got stepped up to, you backed down and you called the cops. And that's what you would do in real life. If anybody was to come to North Carolina and visit you, the very first thing you would do when you saw somebody pull up there is you'd call the cops. Because that's all you ever scream about. Oh, you're going to get a felony. You're going to get charges. Well, put charges on me then. I'm not scared of your bullshit threats. I don't think anybody is. And when you talk about your threats, let's look at TC for a moment and what you do to TC. So you went out and you struck TC and you cry because your so-called content is being restreamed, which just like with Joe, I don't understand what you call content. Now, if you do a video about a cemetery, whether you do it right or you do it wrong, but you do one of a cemetery or a grave marker or whatever tickles your little fancy, that is content. When you sit there and you talk about Madman and his grandchildren and you talk about other people's grandchildren, you threaten to murder people, and I've got video of it. You want to strike that too? Because I don't care. I'm a person of principle, and i- you're a scumbag. I don't like you. I try to be nice to you just because you're a lolcow. So sometimes I just try to see if there's a light bulb lit in that head of yours, but there's not. The damn thing's either dim or burned out. It it's sad. And then you blame everybody, just like Rainbow does. You guys blame everybody for your guys' life. It's not my fault that you claim to be disabled. It's not my fault that you live with your mom. It's not TC's fault that you live with your mom. It's not Pookie's fault. It's your fault, Shane. You're the one that felt at the age of 45 that you should be retired and live off of $1,200 a month, just like Joe. And this conversation is not about Joe, but Joe gets 960 bucks a month. If that is what makes him happy and he somehow can make ends meet, then so be it. But don't come on here crying, you're stealing my content. Dude, You have no idea what content is. You know, you talk shit about other people's so-called content, but you don't have any. Uh, You're just, I don't know. You're creepy. So you gave me until 5 o'clock to remove whatever you think I have on my channel about you. And right now it's 10 o'clock my time, so it'd be noon your time. So why don't you go ahead and strike me? Let's do it now and let's get it out of the way. And let's see what you do, son. Because you're really not. Oh shoot, I didn't have the chat thing going there. And that's right, dirt guy. And that's how this guy is. You know, he thinks that striking people because they get sick of listening to his shit. I mean, I got video of him spending over an hour talking shit about TC, talking shit about this person, talking shit about that person. Now, I personally don't give a fuck. You could talk about me all you want, Shane. I'm not that important. I work, which you don't know anything about. And then when I'm not at work, I spend time building cars. What do you do on your spare time, Shane? Harass your mom? Harass Rainbow all day? I mean, you're a sick person. Oh, name withheld. Yeah, it's good to see you too. So I got a lolcow I'm talking about here, and he's gone on a mission here, threatening everybody with these content strikes, which he thinks that if I get one, it's going to affect me or bother me. I've been there. I mean, Joe struck me. Eric Brandt has struck me. I don't know. I've had a lot of strikes, and 90 days goes by and it goes away. So what? Shane, if that makes you feel like a big guy on your YouTube life, then strike me, dude. Don't threaten me about it. Be about it. I don't like when people just talk shit, you know. And you'll notice something, and maybe you won't, Shane, because you're really not all there. You think you are, but you're not. But the group of people that hang around with TC, we're that they're not a gang. They're not a mafia or the stupid things that you guys try to call us that you think we are. I go there. Yeah, I wouldn't have went back either. He's not talented. He thinks he is, but all he does is talk shit about people. Now I forgot where I was going with that. Oh shoot. Oh, anyways, yeah, back to those of us that come around TC. I go to TC's because I like TC. I like Pookie. I like Freaks. I like Dirt Guy. I like Taze. They're all good people. And see, you don't know what it's like to be online in your YouTube reality and have good people around you, Shane. Who comes up on your live streams? Nobody. Who are the people that talk in your chat, Shane? Trolls. Because you have no content, Shane. You are the content. And sadly, being content isn't good. I mean, you're at the same level as Cyrax. Cyrax might actually be smarter than you. He has a bigger following, and whether it's good following or bad following, he has a good following. And even Joe is more talented than you, and I despise Joe. But I'll tell you what, the kid he's really good with graphics and stuff, you know. I don't think that what he does or what he claims is music. I mean, it is in the sense that it has guitars and stuff in it and bass, but it's not something that he sat down and played on a keyboard and said, "Wow, that is a cool thing." He didn't do that. He went to
GBT or whatever the heck you call that AI stuff, and he types in a few words, and then the AI generates a song for him, and he might be able to tell it, I want more bass or I want more guitar or whatever, but it's not something that he wrote. But the artwork that he does, that from what I've seen anyways, he's done that himself. Yeah, I know people too, Dirt Guy, and I think his day of reckoning with SSDI is coming. I think a lot of these guys that are on SSDI and SSI, because Trump's in office, and I'm not going to get political, but they're going to have to start showing accountability and better reasons to why they're actually on disability. And I saw yesterday that there was talk about cutting a lot of these guys on SSDI by 20%. And hopefully that'll put them out into the working world again. I mean, if Shane's got time to sit here and strike people and talk his nonsense and make all these threats about people, he definitely has time where he can go work at McDonald's for a few hours in the morning and serve breakfast or something. I mean, he 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 could cut trees and timber and stuff for his little fire pit with his chainsaw, but yet he can't work because his back is so bad. I mean, get the fuck out of here, Shane. You ought to you ought to be ashamed of yourself, really. I know my morals wouldn't allow me to be like that. It doesn't matter what my age is, but at the end of the day, I put in a full day, which I don't think you would know anything about. And then when I'm not working, I'm still working because I build cars. And I just don't give a shit about you, Shane. But I'm going to address you because you wanted my attention. I've been leaving you alone. I try to be nice to you, but being that you're a lolcow, it's hard to be nice to you because you have no etiquette when it comes to being online. You either want full control of the conversation, and if you don't get full control of the conversation, you've come up with this strike thing now. So strike away, Shane. This is like the 10th time I've told you, strike my channel. Do it. It's 12 o'clock your time, Shane. Joey did it to me, and I think he thought that it really bothered me, and it doesn't bother me. What do? I don't go live on there. I post up some videos of me building cars and some of the stuff I go through when I'm building the cars, but you wouldn't understand that because you have no skill. I mean, if you think driving to a cemetery and rolling around and walking on people's graves is a talent, well, fuck, you're there, man. You're a shining star. I think it's actually kind of disturbing, but I'm not going to judge what you do with your YouTube and all that kind of crap. But you need to try to learn to be a man, though. Exactly, Dirt Guy. He had a lot of these guys, they have no clue. They all want a free ride. And I'm not going to bash Rainbow. I mean, Rainbow has her own demons to deal with, but I think she's kind of in the same scenario because of the people she's around. She sees Shane get this $1,200, and I don't know if she thinks that's a lot of money. I don't know, but Shane keeps trying to talk her into getting on disability. So if she gets $700 a month from her ex-husband for alimony, and then she gets $1,200 a month from disability, and then she gets money from her kid. I mean, really, she's doing pretty well for somebody that wouldn't have to work. And I don't know her, so I can't tell you that her back is broke or her hands are not. I don't know, and I honestly don't care because she's another one that is a lolcow. She came on here, and I know everybody remembers, but the very first time I ever saw her on here, I'd never seen anybody, well, other than emo, explode the way that she would explode when she would go up on TC's panels. And I mean, she would spend an hour doing nothing but screaming and yelling about Shane. So yeah, we're going to watch that. We're going to record that. And then you would see Shane turn around and Shane would do the same thing and he would start screaming back at her. So yeah, I'm going to record that. But they think that's content. It's really not content. It's shocking that two people that were somehow in a relationship think that it's okay to bring all of that to the internet. And it's not okay. You know, if you two want to fight, you guys should fight and keep it private. Because personally, I don't care if you guys fight. I don't care if you guys are together, not together. I don't care. But I'm not going to stop recording your shit. And you, like I said, you can strike me all you want. I don't care. Yeah, I'm not sure how all this chat stuff works. I don't go live very often. Usually I do it for because Joe needs my attention, but this morning when I got up, Shane needed my attention. So threatening me with a strike by 5 o'clock tonight. Get the fuck out of here. Shane, you want, like I said, you want to strike my channel. You tell me what video you'd like me to post, and I'll post it up so you can strike it. Because I don't care. YouTube isn't my life. I mean, I really got other shit going on, Shane, unlike you. You know, and I know you got me blocked because I tried to relay to you through your video to go ahead and strike my channel because I don't have a backup channel. I don't need to have a backup channel. I because I don't care. Go go take a second there and go to my channel, Shane, and then click on. I'm not sure how you get there, but more info or whatever, and look and see how long I've had this channel. I started this channel back when YouTube started, and all the years that I've been struck by cop watchers and First Amendment auditors and all that. You think you bother me, Shane? You don't affect anybody. Nobody. You are so insignificant. Uh, I I don't know how you don't know that. And you think that you're running your mouth and doxing this person and doxing that person. You did it in your live stream just today. Eh, who cares, Shane? Send your warrants. You've been talking warrants now for over a year. I will give you my address, Shane, because I want a warrant. I would love to go to court with you. I would love to show a judge how you talk about people, how you talk about shooting people in the face. And that's not me saying I'm threatening anybody. That's just me talking about video I have of you threatening people, Shane. And then you call that content. That was talking about the things that you do and want to do to people and children. How was that content, Shane? I mean, help me understand that. Help me make me understand that. Like I said, when you go to the beach and you do the video on that, which whatever, but that's content. You know, I don't have to think it's good content, but it's content. But when you sit here and you dox people and you talk about the things that you talk about, like with Madman's grandkids and all that, I mean, you have no clue what it's like to actually be a good person. You know, you don't have to like Madman, but he's a good man for taking care of his family because he actually takes care of his family. TC takes care of his family. Pookie is taking care of her family. So you guys want to cry because she smokes pot? Who gives a fuck? Seriously? That's another good point. Oh, quick draw, Shane. That's yeah, that's too funny. But Pookie tried to get along with that girl, and she even put out the DMs, which she never. Pookie never put shit out like that, ever. And I've known Pookie for a long time. It, anyways, she doesn't put shit up like that. But Rainbow asked her to put it up, and she did. And you could see the change in the conversation. I mean, one minute they're talking about you because you put your hands on Rainbow, and she was trying to help her to figure out how to get a restraining order to stop you from putting your hands on her. And then you come back, well, I haven't put my hands on her in 2 years. Well, Shane, the way you yell at her, the words are just as violent as fists. You don't have to choke her out or punch her in the eye to hurt her. The things that you say, and you know it because you watched your dad do that to your mother. Hell, he probably did the same thing with you. But I don't know. You guys are, maybe it's just, nah, it can't be a Southern thing because I know a lot of Southern people and they're not like you guys. They're hard workers. They support their families. He should be banned from owning a weapon, but I don't know. I don't think the guy has any weapons, and if he does, it was his father's, and his father's guns would have went to his mother. So technically, if Shane was to use a weapon on somebody, which he has the ability to do because he can't control his emotions, his mother would be charged as well because technically they're her weapons. I can't picture anybody or Shane ever going and filling out a form to buy a handgun or buy a rifle or whatever. He just he doesn't have the money to do that. I mean, some of my handguns, shit, they're probably 3 or 4 months worth of his SSDI checks, but that's besides the point. She would get charged though if Shane ever pulled a weapon on somebody because he and Joe. Now that I start thinking about that, they think that stand your ground law means that if somebody comes on your property, you can do whatever you want to them. They don't understand how trespass works. I can physically walk up to his house and knock on his door, and he can look at me and say, "You need to get the fuck out of here." And if I don't leave, then I've committed a crime. But if I leave, I've been put on notice for trespass, and I won't come back because I don't want to go to jail over Shane for trespassing. Fuck that. I got better shit to do. Hey, DDT, it's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I was just talking about a little bit about you and kind of what Shane had done with you. Shane's on this kick right now. Somehow he thinks he has all this control over people nowadays, trying to play that Joey thing, striking people and trying to threaten people with strikes and all that. But he forgets that a lot of the threats that he's made, because I have video of where he threatened you, DDT. I don't think he's lost his EBT. I don't think he's lost any of that yet. I believe that Joe, and I could be wrong, but I think Joe has been finally going to a therapist because he knows if he doesn't have a therapist or a doctor that's willing to say that he's fucked up, they're going to pull him off of SSI. And I also, from what I've been told, those two have been going and donating plasma. And I think, I don't know if it's everywhere when you donate plasma, but I think it's like $250 a shot. So even if he and Chrissy did it, I mean, that's $500 that they didn't have. So they could, I don't know, buy a fucking $5 microphone or whatever the hell Joe does. But, so I don't know. Oh, I actually agree, DDT. Shit. Hello, Ed. Good morning, buddy. So Shane wanted my attention, so I'm giving Shane a little bit of the attention he wants. So he threatened to strike my channel. I kind of went through it and I don't really see anything in there that belongs to him. But if he wants me to put something up so he can strike my channel, just, I just need him to tell me what video he wants and I'll post it up for him. These people thinking that strikes are like an end all be all and it's gonna scare everybody. Get the fuck out of here, Shane. Nobody gives a fuck about your childish little temper tantrums. You are so insignificant. I can't even tell you how insignificant you are as a person. I mean, you literally have zero friends, zero, in real life or online. You know, when I go and I hang out with TC, whether it's in Discord, well, TC is not in Discord, but if he was in Discord, or whether he has another channel, I'm going to hang out with them because I like them. I consider them, so there's quite a few of them actually that I consider friends. Ed, DDT, Tatted. I mean, hey, what's up, Tatted? Alex McTroll killer. Oh, that's fucking funny. Oh man. But Shane doesn't get it. I mean, what does TC use? And TC's not a numbers guy, so it would be more of just me trying to recall how many people will be in his chat. But normally, I think I see around 15 people on average in there, and that could be Shane and Rainbow and everybody kind of watching too. But the participation in TC's channel, I mean, it's always been good. People get along in there. I I don't think your channel is all that, Shane. I I mean, and I know I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I truly have trouble understanding what you call content. You threatening to have somebody go over there and hurt Rainbow and hurt her kid, all because you ain't getting your way. You're like a little child, Shane. You're 45 years old, but you act like you're probably 8 or 9 years old. You kind of know that what you're doing is wrong, but you think that you don't have to be held accountable for it. And you probably don't because your mom has never held you accountable. Your father, my guess from how you act, he only got involved with you when you're being the way you're being right now. But look at you, 45 years old, don't have a car, don't have a roof over your, I mean, you have your mom's roof over your head, but you don't have a roof over your that's yours. You got nothing, Shane. You got nothing. You got a phone in a fire pit. You your car, like I said earlier, that's your mom's car. You don't pay for that, Shane. I guarantee you, if that car broke down, let's say the transmission went out of it because you drive the dog shit out of your mom's car, but let's say the transmission went out of it. Who's going to pay for that, Shane? Your mom is. You're not going to do it. Your $1,200 ain't going to get you shit. You're right, defend. That was my plan this morning. I got to do a start trying to get those four links installed on that truck. But somebody called me out this morning, decided they wanted some attention. And you're right, dirt guy. He does think that because there's nobody to hold him accountable. If they try to hold him accountable, he screams at him. I mean, look how scared Rainbow is of him. And his mom's scared of him. I The way that he acts online is the way that he is in real life. He has no friends. I mean, you could see that just on the way he does his channel, you know. And I've tried to somewhat in the past explain to him, if you do some actual content, whether it's your cemetery stuff or whatever, I mean, that's content, and try to build off of that. But don't build off of, I'm going to strike you. You got till 5 o'clock tonight to get that stuff off of there. Yeah, fuck it. Take it down, Shane. I just so don't care. Well, hell yeah, you're right about that. Fuck defend. Oh yeah, yeah. He's claims he's reported everybody to Wayne County sheriffs. Everybody's getting charges. Everybody's going to go to jail. Everybody's committing a felony. I mean, Jesus Christ, Shane, get the fuck out of here. You're a 45-year-old man and you act like a baby. Throw a little temper tantrum because you don't get your way. Oh, you're stealing my content. Well, your content is talking shit about people, Shane, because you run your mouth all the time. And there's nobody to stop you or check you from doing that. And I personally, and I've been on YouTube a long time, I don't strike people. I don't give a fuck. If people don't like what I say or they want to share what I have to say, I don't care. And I learned that years ago from those First Amendment auditors because they don't care about it. You know, do what you got to do. You're not a scary person, Shane. I mean, like I say, you might scare them women because you like putting your hands on them, but when it comes to a real man, you got no clue, dude. There's a there's a lot of good people in TCs, a lot of good people. And if you would have came in there with a different attitude and a different demeanor, I'm not saying you would have, but if you did, you might have got along with a lot more people, Shane. But you can't do that. Your life anymore is about YouTube and Rainbow. And I hope Rainbow, and I'm not going to tell that woman what to do, but one of these days she does need to put a restraining order on you because you're going to hurt her again. You just can't help yourself. Hello, Trump said. Am I muted? Well, shit, if that's the case, I've been talking for 37 minutes. That's fucked up. No, I agree, Defend. There was a lot of you guys that did the right thing. I mean, some of those police that, yeah, no, you guys did the right thing. You know, it happened. You could see it's getting worse all the time. I mean, now the police are getting militarized, and I don't want to get into politics, but they're militarized. I mean, they're no longer protect and serve. It's harass and intimidate. You know, unless you're Shane, because Shane thinks that they're all good. Oh, right on, Trump said. I was going to say, I hope I'm not muted. Let me see what else we got there. Saw tatted Shane. But anyways, I was just kind of going through the chat there. But I don't know. I hope you guys are all doing well. I know I was doing good. Still am doing good. But once again, Shane needed a little bit of attention. And I hate when I have to give attention to these guys. But I don't like threats. You know, if you're gonna strike me, just strike. Don't fucking cry about it. Be about it, Shane. Jesus Christ. You can't make you people up. Not you guys in the chat, but people like Shane, these lulcows, you know. Eh, I don't know. I don't I don't understand how that's content. You know, you talk about raping people's kids and all that stuff, Shane. I mean, how is that content? You talk about beating up that rainbow. How is that content? You know, and it's a shame if, like I say, I don't strike people. I have no desire. I don't care. But if I don't like what you have to say, Shane, I just go on to the next video. but I'm not going to strike you. I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's your experience and your time online. And if you think you have some tool threatening people to strike, I mean, strike. I, I can't tell you how much I know, right? Trump said. Look, a lot of us have been around this a long time, Shane, and we've all had our strikes. But what do you do? You know, you're a lolcow, Shane. You always will be a lolcow, and because of that, you can block me all you want. I'm still going to follow you. You know, I just you're a lolcow. Rainbow, sadly, is a lolcow. You three, you, Shane, and Joe, you guys. I mean, you just don't get it. You start out with good intentions, and then you let your mouse write a check your ass can't cash, and then your only weapon of defense is to strike people because now I know how to put in an Earl. Really? Fuck, you're a fucking genius, Shane. Jesus Christ. Oh man. I love that name, Alex McTroll Killer. Holy fuck, that's funny. So did he try to strike you yet, Tatted? I mean, you don't know what to believe with Shane half the time. He runs his mouth, but I don't know if he's trying to go after everybody that has anything he says because he's trying to hide from the things that he does. Because you're a shitty person, Shane. You really are. Everybody around you knows it. And like I said, that's why you don't have friends in real life. He hasn't tried yet. He hasn't tried mine yet either, but he threatened me this morning on his last video. And I didn't actually remember if I put shit about him on my Rat Rod channel. I think I did back when they were first came online and Shane brought Rainbow to TC's. I think some of that stuff I captured just because I'd never seen anybody scream like that. Uh, I mean, wow, that was crazy. I mean, that Rainbow would spend hours and hours just fucking screaming about him. And then you got Shane turn around and he would do that. I mean, who brings that shit to the internet? See, I did say that earlier when I was talking about that. She reminds me of emo because I mean, she has no filter, no filter. And Shane doesn't have a filter, but Shane's not funny like emo. Shane is, I mean, he thinks he's a tough guy, but he's not. You know, I think he's a lonely individual. He was trying to find a place to fit in, but as usual in his life, he lets his mouth override himself, and then he finds himself being out again and being a low cow. And you'll always be a low cow to me. Emo Howlin' Mouse. Yep. That's true, Trump said. That is true. Oh, fuck. I've got some great videos of him. Man, back in the day, he was funny. Holy shit. And the sad thing is with emo, is I think emo could have done something with his channel if he would have stayed away from the race stuff. But that guy, man, he could make you laugh. I don't like when he did his fake screaming and stuff like that. I liked when he had just that pure raw emotion. He's going to be the next Eric Brandt, is what he said. I remember laughing so hard, thinking he has no. Anyway, I'm not going to get into emo. Everybody knows emo. Fucking next Eric Brandt. Holy fuck. Oh. Yeah, he likes you, Ed, and he likes fucking tatted. Fucking- oh, fucking emo. I, I, I don't watch emo enough anymore to really know, what to even say about him anymore. I just got some of the older videos. I don't know. Emo's just emo. Never seen any, but well, I shouldn't say that because there's so many of them on YouTube now that it's everybody else's fault that they don't have money. You know, I mean, I don't know. Emo can work for the carnivals or whatever he does, put a little money in his pocket, but at the end of the day, he's lazy. Shane's lazy. Joe's lazy. I mean, all the lolcows are lazy. They've never been held accountable for anything. I would share on here, but I don't know how to do that. I don't go live very often. Um, yeah, I'll look into it one of these days, see how to do that because I think I have to have another device or something by me in order to do the two, but I'm not 100% on that. I let other guys do it and I just get the laugh out of it. But so here we are, Shane, 46 minutes in. Uh it's almost 10:30, be 12:30 your time. I'm still waiting for my strike. Did I get it yet? Hey, Guido, a bunch of good people in here. See, Shane, look in my chat. Those are all good people in there, every one of them. You don't get that, Shane. You get trolls and you get people that want you to do things that you normally wouldn't do, uh, trying to push their agenda, especially that Gia, because that Gia seems to have a thing where she uses other people to do the work that she feels needs to happen. But her day's coming. Her day's coming. Eventually everybody gets yeah, I'll give Ed any video I got. Absolutely would. Hey Pooks, how you doing? I was just giving Shane some undivided attention and then just kind of going back and talking about TC's channel and how we were all friends or are friends. And Shane's trying to use this whole strike thing as controlling a narrative or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't care if he strikes me. I want him to actually. I'm sure he sat up all night and thought about it because he's got nothing else going on in his life. But let's see. All right, I'll do that. I see Ed. I will hook him up with some of those videos. I think he's got quite a few of them there. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll see what I got, and I'll hook him up with Ed. But I think some of them are like when he was on his racist rants or his Gary Snowflake rants. I think somewhere I've got the one where I can't remember if it was just, I think it was just a picture of a snowflake that Gary had sent him. And then Emo had it hung on the wall. And then about a week later, he snapped and he fucking took that picture and he ripped it up into pieces. So I think I got that somewhere, but holy cow. So, anyways, oh, there's so many low cows on here. Shane, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. You really should. Why do you think it's okay to put your hand on a woman? I would really like you to explain that to me. And you don't have to, but just out of curiosity, because I don't put my hand on women. I'll walk away. But what does it take for a man to punch a woman in the face like you did? I mean, did that make you feel tough? Did you? I don't know. I mean, do you get a joy out of that? Was that really cool? Hit somebody that can't fight you back? I'm just curious, Shane. I mean, I think a lot of people would like to know how it feels to do something like that, or how you felt when you did it. Because that video where you're sitting in that car and you're talking about you need a cigarette and you start punching the windshield, and you could hear Rainbow say that she's scared to death of you. She was scared of you, Shane. That woman wasn't lying. That was probably one of the truest things Rainbow's ever said. And it's a damn shame that you got into Rainbow's head and affected the relationship between Pookie and Rainbow, because Pookie tried to help her, to let her know that it's okay to stop people like you by using law enforcement if they have to, because you don't have the right to punch a woman in the face, Shane. I don't care if it's over a cigarette or because she took your phone. It doesn't matter. You don't put your hand on a woman. It's not cool. I, I don't even know why men in 2025 even have to still talk about this. But Shane, you're not tough. Beating a woman like that, beating your first wife and whoever else you beat through the years, and then you try to justify it. Well, that was 20 years ago, or that was 2 years ago. Shane, the point is you have no problem punching a woman in the face, especially one that's scared of you. And then I just don't get it. It's absolutely, yeah. I've got that same video, the one where where she says that she's scared to death. That was one video that kind of disturbed me out of all the videos I've seen between Shane and Rainbow. I mean, you could hear the fear in her voice. You could hear it. And then Shane thinks it's okay, and Shane, it's not okay. Exactly, Trump said. That's what I said when I first saw that. And he openly admits to punching her in the face, but there ain't no man around there when he does it. And a while back, he tried. I don't know how to play the videos, Ed. I don't have like a second device or something, or I would play it, but so I don't know. And I bet you, Shane, I bet you Rainbow's child is scared of you too, because he's heard what you've done to his mother, and you probably terrorize that child. That's what tough guys like you do. You're tough around your mom. You're tough around the kids in your house that your mom takes care of. You don't take care of them. Your mom does. But everybody in that house, I bet, walks on eggshells. And then when you're around Rainbow, she walks on eggshells. And then you try to talk about, oh, you hit me, you do this. No, no, she doesn't, Shane. No, she doesn't. Why would a woman, eh, I'm not going to talk about her weight, but what is she, 5'7"? I, golly, Shane, I mean, I haven't really talked about it, but you're a sick motherfucker. And one of these days it's going to catch up to you. You're going to be in the wrong place thinking you can put your hands on a woman, and somebody's going to finally step up to you and make you held accountable for it. And you can take that however you want. You can strike this live stream right now. Go do it, Shane. Strike my channel, strike this live. Do it. You're a low kind of human being. I mean, that one channel that had all your record on there, almost every single thing you were arrested for, where you got 45 days in jail and you got 70 days in jail and shit, all of that stuff, Shane, was for beating a woman. All of it. And then you want to sit on here and you want to talk about other people? You want to dox everybody. You think it's funny doxing Madman, doxing, think you're doxing TC, doxing Pookie and Guido. What the fuck have they done to you, Pookie and Guido? Because they tried to help Rainbow get away from you? Seriously, man. I mean, you're on a whole lower level of human life. You're ugh. Some of the stuff I would say right now, I'd probably get in trouble for it, but he's in North Carolina, and the woman that he beats, or one of the women he beats, I think she's called the police, but she hasn't had the backing to actually file a restraining order against him. And Pookie was trying to help her, and then Shane found out, and then Shane started playing his mind game with Rainbow and acting like Pookie was trying to do something to their relationship. But all Pookie was trying to do was stop that guy from hitting her, you know. And he says, "Well, I haven't put my hands on her in 2 years." But what he doesn't understand, and I know he's not highly educated, but that video where he's in that car smacking that windshield with his fist, and then she's saying that she's scared of him, Shane, that's abuse. It doesn't have to be your hands on her. Punching a windshield in your car or her car, whoever's car you were in, that's abuse, Shane. And when somebody tells you they're scared of you, and then somebody else tries to help that person get help to protect from you, Shane, you turn everything around, and now you got Rainbow acting like Pookie's the bad person. Pookie's not a bad person. Guido's not a bad person. TC's not a bad person. Those people try to help her because they could see what you were doing, Shane. I I don't know. Just for the life of me, I don't understand people like you that think it's okay to do stuff like that. Just I know I've talked about it in this stream here quite a few times, but I can't understand that. I man, and I don't know like Rainbow's kid, and I don't know. You said he had autism, and I don't know that he does or if he doesn't. Not that it matters, but for that kid to be scared of you, Shane, he saw something too. And I know Rainbow tries to protect you by saying that you weren't abusive to that boy, but there was one time there when she was on one of TC's streams where she was talking about. I don't want to misquote because I don't like doing that, but I don't know if it was you being violent or you being sexual towards that boy. But I remember her saying something about that in a live stream. I might have it somewhere. But Rainbow said that child of hers is scared of you, Shane. What did you do to that boy? Whether he's autistic or normal, it doesn't matter, Shane. You did something to that child to have that mother fear for his safety. Answer that, Shane. Or strike me first and then answer it. This whole thing is because you and me need to have this talk because you decided that you needed my attention. And now you got it. I let me figure out how to do the link. Hold on just a minute. Damn it. Mm, guess. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on a sec. Invited guest, copy, paste. Let me know if that works. Like I say, I'm not good at this live stream stuff. And how do I check if you're backstage? Is there a backstage? I'm not sure. um, I'm not sure if there's something I got to do here. Private chat, no. Oh, I'll get a notification. Okay. Add to stage.
What's up, son?
What's up, big guy?
You got me fucking blocked.
Oh, fuck. I just couldn't help myself today, TC. He just, I don't know, man. He's getting on my damn nerve. You know, he thinks he's yeah, he thinks he's an online tough guy and he's scaring everybody with this whole strike thing. I want him to strike me. Holy shit.
That's all right. I have that other channel he can't get to, so.
Oh, I know. But he did that
Um,
video this morning and
Oh, did he? Well, I'm sure it's been recorded. I'll play it tonight.
all right.
So I just can't. I just got to play it on the channel he doesn't know about. It's no big deal.
Yep. No, hell no.
But my 2.0 account, I go to type in your chat and it's not going through, so I must be blocked.
I don't have anybody blocked, but let me go look. I'll do it once I shut this down.
Yeah, it's no. I just wanted to give you the heads up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't block anybody.
So I had my friend Godly Man let you know.
Well, I like Godly Man.
Yeah, he's crying like oh, hello chat. I don't see the chat, but yeah, he's striking everybody. It's a power thing. Now I lost. I got an email. I got to resubmit it and be more specific about, it's my property. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'll resubmit it, and the idea is to get him to force him to take me to court. We know that won't happen. Once he doesn't do that, the strike goes away and the video goes back up. But I have to figure out where YouTube is going to accept the counter strike or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So,
See, and we knew somebody that was good at that stuff, and I haven't seen them around any for a long time.
yeah.
Gosh, Helen Keller.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think
And
Helen.
Helen Keller and Frank. Remember Frank?
Yep.
So I'll read about it and then I'll put another claim in because they said I could do that to fight the strike, and we'll see what happens. If he wins, he wins. I gotta wait 90 days. It ain't no big deal.
Yeah, it ain't no big deal.
But in the meantime, if he's listening, just know, Shane, I'm still playing your streams. There's nothing you're gonna do about it other than, put a strike on me. Big fucking deal. I'll just make another channel.
Exactly. He acts like this is his first rodeo, our first rodeo.
Yeah.
This channel I got here, I can't tell you how many times I've been struck.
Joey got you once, remember?
Yes, he did.
That was a couple of years back.
Yeah, it was. And then before that, I got struck by Eric Brandt. He got me.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna strike you anymore.
No, not for a while.
He's in the fucking can for 10 fucking years.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck?
I know. Holy shit.
All because you're trying to do something on YouTube.
Hmm.
Fucking 10 years for that. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. So I don't know. Just kind of been a Shane morning. He wanted attention, so he's getting it. But he said, I mean, I don't know. I was talking about how he beats women and stuff. How
Yeah.
like Rainbow's scared to death of him, and Pookie tried to help, and he manipulated Rainbow into thinking Pookie was a bad person. I mean, Shane is the bad person, but
No, they're both, in my opinion, they're both bad people. Brody and
yeah, they're both lulcows. But I just the whole thing about him, how he punched her in the face and he bragged about it. I mean, that's not cool.
well, oh, well, that just shows you what kind of person. They're trash. That's all.
They are
I mean,
trash,
that's
and
just the
he
way it
acts
goes.
like
Man.
that. Yep, and he does that with his mom. He does.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. So
You know,
he's so that's all right because now wouldn't it be something? Maybe I shouldn't say. You know what? I'm going to save that ace in the hole. Fuck it.
yeah, save it.
But yeah, he's he can't take the heat, so he's striking every.
Yeah. Well, like I say, he threatened to strike me. He said I had until 5 o'clock tonight to take some video down, and
Oh, really?
I don't have anything on my Rat Rod channel that I know of that is his content. I mean, I've shared stuff from DBM, but I don't know if that counts as taking his stuff. You know how you could hit that share link thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if sharing a video versus uploading the video is different for a copyright. I don't know. But
Last time I got one, I just waited fucking 90 days. I didn't try to fight it.
yeah, Trump said he's in Goldsburg.
No, Goldsboro.
Goldsboro, yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah,
Being the tough guy, beating up women.
yeah. You saw him hide behind Bloby when he was said to Bloby's neighbor, "I'll kick your ass." The whole time he had Bloby in front of him, and then he
Yep,
calls 911.
yep, yeah. And that's what he would do if somebody showed up to his house. He would call 911. You
Absolutely.
know, he talks about beating up DBM and shit like that, but he'd never step toe to toe.
No, just like he takes him and Joe are just alike.
They are. They absolutely are.
Now Shane, he wants to talk to minors for Christ's sake. As he said it multiple times. It's fucking sick. Sick human being.
Yeah, you're breaking up. You don't have a good signal, man.
All right, I'll let you go. Thanks for having me up.
All right, big dog.
All right,
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Later. All right, everyone. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I've had enough fun. Trump, you bore me. Poor Trump said. But, anyways, I think I'm done. I need to go out in the shop and work on that truck. Try to get that 4-link welded up today. Yeah, Tatted. Rainbow said that he was actually talking with a 14-year-old girl at one point, and I can't remember if she said that she screenshotted all of those attempts or something when he was flirting with that 14-year-old. Yeah, he's got that. He's something. He's true trash. But anyways, y'all, I need to get some stuff done today. I appreciate you guys coming in here and listening. Shane, this video was dedicated to you, son. And I look forward to my strike at 5 o'clock. I wish you would do it now, but that's okay. Hi, Dragon. I didn't see you come in there. Hope you're having a good day too. But anyways, I really need to go, guys. Thanks for stopping in. I will see everybody later. Bye.